Oh hi, thanks for watching my video. So, toddlers. We love them. They are arguably cuter than they've ever been, but that doesn't mean they have it all. Toddlers in The Sims 4 don't have an awful lot to keep them occupied, and despite them being well made in The Sims 4, when it comes to gameplay, they are significantly lacking when you compare the experiences you could get with toddlers in The Sims 2 or Sims 3. But thankfully there are some lovely modders out there who work hard to help us improve our gameplay experience. So today I'm going to list 10 mods that make playing with toddlers more fun. If you like the sound of any of the mods I've mentioned, you'll find the link to get them in the video description. So let's begin! Toddler Conversation Expander. This mod does exactly what it says. It adds more value to the interactions with toddlers. Now, when toddlers talk about things, you'll see a little notification with what the toddler said. For example, if a toddler talks about princesses, you'll see a notification where the toddler will make a reference to Cinderella, and they'll mention wanting to go to Jurassic Park if they talk about dinosaurs. Some of these interactions will give your toddler sim mood buffs as well. For example, when talking about superheroes, your toddler sim will have a playful mood buff saying that they've been thinking about what sort of superpower they'd have if they were a superhero. There are a couple of new interactions too, so parents can teach their toddlers to say mama or dada. The Toddler Creativity Pack. So this is more of a custom content pack, but it does add gameplay and the animations are adorable. So you get a few new toddler skill building items, including a little drawing set, a xylophone and some stacking rings. I think that's the proper name for them. Do they have a name? Anyway, stacking rings. The drawing set is really useful. When you click on it, you'll get a load of drawing options. Even if your toddler doesn't have any skill in imagination, they can draw their pet, they could even do a self-portrait and loads of other options to choose from. Toddlers can also stack the rings, and it's quite realistic how they do it. They fiddle around with them and they stack them in a random order, which is pretty much how real toddlers play with it, so it was quite nice to see that realism. When engaging with the new toys, your toddler sims will also get little mood buffs expressing how much they enjoyed playing with the objects. Better babies. I know, the name says babies, and whilst this mod does increase the amount of interactions and mood buffs you can have with babies, it does add some gameplay for toddlers too. Your sim can unlock the Better Babies interactions by talking about babies to another sim. Once they have the Better Babies trait, they'll unlock new interactions with toddlers. How many times can I say babies in the matter of a few seconds? So most of the new interactions are with the babes, but you can talk about toddler related things to other sims, such as talk about toddler meal recipes and talk about milk. You can now also get a Better Toddlers Pie menu when interacting with toddlers, and you'll have the option to teach to say mummy and teach about the new world. Both interactions come with mood buffs for the parent and child, and the interaction itself contributes towards your toddler sim's communication skills. The Preschool mod. This is a part of the Education Bundle mod, so there are various aspects that affect toddlers, children and teens. But for this video, we're just going to focus on toddlers. So now your sim can have more control over what sort of preschool experience your toddler will have. You can simply click on your toddler and choose to enrol them in preschool. They can go to public school or private school. Either way, they'll likely come home with some new mood buffs, but private school costs 50 simoleons a day. Alternatively, you can choose to homeschool them, so they won't automatically try to leave the lot in the morning. And one of the best things about this mod is that it actually makes your sims gain skills while they're away, which makes sense, right? If a sim is at preschool for a whole day, it's not much of a stretch that they would gain at least some skills in something during the day, so you'll get notifications throughout the time they're away, letting you know what skills your toddler has gained. The Play Kitchen. This piece of custom content is an adorable addition to the game. It's a play kitchen that can be used by toddlers and children. When a toddler interacts with it, they put on a little chef's hat and mix up a weird concoction with goo, crayons, and toys, all kinds of shit they throw in there. Once they're done with pretend cooking, they'll get to play with whatever they made, and it looks like playing with it improves their imagination skills too. The functional toddler playpen. This can be useful if your adult Sims just need a minute to do a few bits around the house, like cleaning or something. Because The Sims 4 doesn't have functional playpens, the object needs to be placed around the toddler and then it just kind of acts like a bit of a barrier. Your Sim can let them out at any time by putting the playpen in their inventory. This piece of custom content was made by Around the Sims. I'm guessing if you've been playing Sims on PC for a while, you'll probably have heard of them already, but just as a side note, if you're a fan of clutter items, you should check out Around the Sims because they have loads of clutter pieces. Spend weekend with. Toddlers are adorable, but sometimes your adult Sims just might need a bit of a break. And that's where this mod comes in pretty handy. This mod makes it so that you can send your toddlers, kids and teens away for the weekend with a friend or family member. It's quite a cute one if your kids have grandparents living on another lot. They can come over, pick up the kids and have them stay over at their place for a few days. You can call the kids back anytime using your Sims mobile phone. It's just a very handy mod to have, especially when you enjoy family gameplay, but sometimes you just have shit to do. Or if two parents are separated and living in different lots, it's a good way to manage co-parenting. Cool Babysitter. This is a handy mod that also makes it easier for toddlers and children to maintain relationships with friends and family members in different households. Your parent or caregiver Sim can use their phone to call over a babysitter. They can choose from the Sims they know who can come over to watch the kiddies. It'll cost about 15 simoleons an hour, but can you put a price on letting them spend time with their loved ones? One of the problems with The Sims 4 being a closed world is that it's more of a challenge to maintain good relationships and spend quality time with any Sim that doesn't live in your household. So any mod that makes things like that easier in The Sims 4 is a welcomed addition for me. The Daycare career. Quite a nice follow-on from the mod I just mentioned. If your Sim is a natural with toddlers and would rather be the one doing the babysitting, then this mod might be a good one for your game. This one is quite similar to the active career of Daycare in The Sims 3 if you played that game. It allows your Sims to earn money by hosting a daycare event from home. The event lasts a full day and comes with goals for your Sim to complete to earn that cash. Your Sim will only get paid if you achieve this gold event, so make sure your Sim has what it takes before taking on the challenge. You'll be shown all of the toddlers in your game and you can select the toddlers that you'd like to be dropped off, and then you take it from there. Some of the goals in the events are things like feeding 2 toddlers at once, have story time, and just interact with the little ones. And finally, we have deadly toddlers. I had to end with this one. So we've spoken about mods that add some cute, wholesome family gameplay to The Sims 4. Now it's time to talk about a mod that gives toddlers an entirely new dimension. As the name suggests, this mod makes your toddlers deadly. If you think you'll enjoy watching a toddler torch their loved ones and then clap and laugh, then this might be the mod for you. It's a great mod if you want to make toddlers the focus of your gameplay, but probably not best if you like to have cutesy family gameplay. As you may have worked out by now, this mod makes it so that your toddlers can perform deadly interactions on other Sims. It's quite a violent mod, and it may only be suited to those who enjoy chaos in their game. So, there are 10 mods and custom content that make toddlers more fun to play with. I sometimes feel like The Sims 4 is designed to be played as a one adult sim, because most of the gameplay seems to be given to that life stage. Sure, there are some things for other life stages to do, but nowhere near as much as we had in previous games. I'm a big fan of mods, especially ones that add more gameplay to some of the more forgotten life stages. I do have a couple of honourable mentions that I didn't add in here just because I've mentioned them already in my custom content video, but along with the mods and CC I've spoken about, I would also highly recommend the Tiny Twavelers stuff pack, which has loads of CC pieces for toddlers and children, and also there's a preschool set from Around the Sims that has some objects that would look great if you were doing the active daycare career that I mentioned earlier and had your own little nursery at home. What do you think of these mods? Are there mods for your toddlers that you swear by that I haven't mentioned yet? I'd love to know in the comments. And that's it. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.